If a recession hit tomorrow, most people wouldn't lose money because markets fell. They'd lose money because they made the wrong decisions at the wrong time. And after 20 years working with some of the largest institutional investors in the world, I can tell you, they don't think the way most people do. They don't react. They don't chase headlines. They don't panic. They position. That's the difference, and it's a difference most everyday investors never get to see. I'm glad you're here. For the past 2 decades, I've worked directly with large asset managers and institutional investors, the people making decisions with billions, sometimes trillions of dollars. I've seen how they build portfolios, how they respond to uncertainty, and how they stay consistent when markets get volatile. And over time, one thing became very clear. The real gap between Wall Street and everyday investors isn't access to information. We all have access to information. It's how that information gets used. Because while most people are reacting to headlines, institutions are working from structured frameworks. They're thinking in probabilities, they're managing risk first, and they're positioning portfolios for multiple outcomes, not just one. And that's exactly what this channel is here to help you do. I'm going to take what the largest asset managers in the world are actually saying and doing, their market outlooks, their allocations, their sector tilts, the themes they're focusing on, and break it down into something you can actually understand and apply. No jargon, no hype, no pretending we can predict the future. Just clear, practical thinking that helps you make better decisions with your money. Because once you understand how the smartest money operates, you stop reacting and start positioning. We'll talk about how institutional portfolios are actually built, not just stocks, but bonds, cash, and alternative assets. We'll break down how those allocations shift depending on what's happening in the economy. And we'll look at the themes that matter, things like inflation, interest rates, and global growth, without overcomplicating them. And this is where most finance content gets it wrong. It either overwhelms you with complexity or oversimplifies everything to the point where it's not useful. This channel sits in the middle, simple enough to follow, but grounded enough to actually work. We'll also talk honestly about something that doesn't get said enough. When simple strategies, like ETFs and index funds, outperform active managers. Because sometimes, the smartest move isn't trying to beat the market. It's understanding when to work with it. And knowing that difference can have a massive impact over time. This channel is especially for millennials and young families, people who are trying to build something meaningful. Maybe you're investing for your first home, maybe you're thinking about your kids' future, or maybe you just want more control and less stress when it comes to money. Because this isn't just about returns. It's about building a life where money becomes a tool, not a source of pressure. And I understand that. Because even with all the institutional experience in the world, at the end of the day, investing still comes down to very human things. Patience, discipline, and staying consistent when things feel uncertain. That's what actually builds wealth, not reacting at the wrong time, not chasing what's already moved, but making steady, informed decisions over and over again. And the good news is, you don't need a billion-dollar portfolio to do that. You just need the right framework. That's what I'm here to give you. Now I'll be upfront with you. These videos will keep improving. The goal is to make this one of the most useful, practical investing channels out there, especially for people who want clarity without the noise. At the end of the day, you don't need to predict every market move. You don't need to follow every headline, and you don't need to feel like you're behind. You just need a clear way to think about your money, a system you can rely on, and the confidence to stick to it. If you want to understand how the smartest money in the world actually thinks, and apply that to your own life, make sure you're subscribed. If you found this helpful and you want more practical money tips like this every week, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I'd really appreciate it. And hey, if you're serious about leveling up your investing game in 2026, I put together a free institutional investor cheat sheet for you. It breaks down the exact strategies big institutions are using right now. Super easy to understand, no fluff. Just tap the link in the description or the pinned comment and it's yours. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one.